Hi beautiful friends, I'm so excited to be here today and share a message from the Ascended Master Isis. My name is Katherine Live. I so appreciate you being here and I'm really excited to just go ahead and get right into it. So Isis came to me and wanted to talk about the reality of ascension and what this looks like. As you're on this journey, what actually becomes really clear is that this is like a really gritty process at times. And at those times that you find yourself feeling sick, feeling off, feeling grumpy, feeling anxious, like all of these really gritty moments, right? Feeling, especially anxiety, I know has been really up for a lot of people. Okay, if you can go into that with courage, and really figure out like what is going on here and have that moment with yourself, right? What that does, it's like you're literally pulling the slingshot back, right? There's like this resistance and it's tense and it's like pain and there's tears and it's like clearing and you're pulling back on that tension, right? But what happens is that there's a moment where then that slingshot lets go, right? And you go into that next phase. Isis wants to remind everyone that this process of resurrection that we see so beautifully in the springtime, that the earth mirrors to us so clearly, right? The leaves come back. The leaves, they come again, right? It resurrects itself. Totally new leaves, right? It's this profound permission to resurrect yourself, and that is a birthright that you have. And there has been all sorts of funny programming to mess with your head about what that word means, and sin and, you know, all that. It's really gone into all of our heads in such a powerful way, right? Through fear and all these silly ideas that keep us separate from the inherent truth that we know, which is that as human beings, reinventing ourselves is part of the fun. Stepping into new versions of who you are and really meeting yourself at the edge of that, what it looks like. What are the new foods that you love? What I love children when you add, like, I know for my kids, it's like, what's your favorite color? And my children would intuitively say, well, today my favorite color is red. And then the next day, well, what's your favorite color? Well, today my favorite color is blue. Totally reinventing themselves, right? Reinventing what are your favorites. Reinventing what is attractive to you. Reinventing your physical body. That creative process, and it is a creative process, it's a joyful process, most of, at the end of the day, to reinvent yourself and to embrace resurrection. It's a birthright. It's how your body works. You are shedding skin. Your liver is rebuilding itself, right? Your body is constantly regenerating itself, cleaning your blood, creating new cells, new skin tissue, right? You are constantly being blessed with the invitation of resurrection. And it's one of the most exhilarating parts of this time is that is being remembered. That you have permission to change. You have permission to evolve. And not only do you have the permission, but there's going to probably be like a lot of heat and some like dogs nipping at your heels at this point, right? To like, okay, move along, move right along and into that next fabulous version of yourself. Just step right into it. Are there going to be things that get in the way of that? It's supposed to be that way because it's going to refine you. You are already pure. It's already done. Okay? All those, the thing that you think you need to be, that's already done. It's already done. What Isis is inviting you into is like, can you relax into the purity of who you are right now, of who you are now? It's always been that way, and it always will be that way. Your purity can never be divided, be killed, be strangled, murdered, tortured. Your purity is who you are. It's who you are. It's already done. It's always been that way. And as you walk forward, what you're going to need to create rituals, ceremonies of remembrance, right? Because we have such a thick programming. There's such a thick matrix, like a blanket, like a weighted blanket on top of humanity right now. And it takes spiritual muscle and strength to really be in that aligned place of like, oh yeah, no, I'm pure. It's already mine. It's already done. It's already who I am. Some of you are going to feel the call to jump into that, to jump. That's my story. My story is that it was like, I'm at the edge of a cliff and there's a fire coming behind me and it's like, jump, right? That faith in my purity, that is you jump and then you're like, oh my God, I have wings. Oh my God, there's air. Oh my God, okay, it's going to be okay. Spirit wants the best of the best for you. The best of the best for you. Because you are pure beauty and inspiration and victory and courage and bright love. That's who you are. That's who we all are. The question that I'm hearing is, how creatively courageous can I be? When you feel that moment of like, I'm gonna need to find some courage right now in this moment to be human. I'm gonna need to find that courage. Can you do it creatively? That lightens it a little bit. Can you feel that? How can I do this in a creative way? How can I do this in a way that resonates with me the most purely, the most authentically? Your authenticity and your purity, those are the same things. To step into the brightness of how pure you are, to bring your authenticity to this reality, it can be terrifying. It's the most terrifying and the most exhilarating. It's you. It's your expression, right? And that is, if you're a person that's like struggling, like, well, like, what's my life purpose? It's that. It's just that. It's just that. How authentic can you be today? How authentic can you be tomorrow? How honest can you be? We like to come up with a lot of stories on why we aren't pure light. But you are. And it's an honor to be here and remind you of that and to stand with you in that and to sit in the ditch with you in that. Sometimes it's just like, that's hard. Sometimes that feels really hard, and that's okay. Have all of that. Have all of it. Take it all in. Take it all in. Consume it. Eat it. Resurrect, right? Digest it. Compost it. Rise from it. Whatever you need to do to stay true to yourself and for your authenticity to come through as often as possible. You've got this. You're doing a great job. I love you so much. And I'll see you in the next video.